Alright. Who do I ask about solder? I'm assuming that's supposed to be solder. Like, for a second earlier I thought it was, like, typoed and was supposed to be soldier, but yeah.
У кого мені за припоя дізнатись?
У Зотова. Варта кого хочеш знайде, якщо домовитися. І якщо їхні методи тебе влаштують. Ну, або батю запитати. Тільки почекай, хай хоч додому дійде. Він дядько відхідливий і новачкам зазвичай допомагає. Просто сьогодні на нього сам бачив. Річний запас лайна звалився.
Yeah, haven't we all?
Давай, щасти. Перша склянка коштом закладу, якщо що. Чую, вона тобі знадобиться.
Very generous of you, dude. Let's see, what's going on around town?
Батя людина хороша. Я не дарма з ними з самого кордону приперся та з монолітом чубився, коли вони на сфері були. Залісся захищав. Бар облаштував. Тільки не зрозумів він нічого. Пенюк старий. Підете одного всім гуртом рятувати, усі й поляжете. А він, як і раніше, заради одного всім ризикнути готовий. Варті тут наливають так само швидко, як і вільно. Тому що я свій урок засвоїв. А батя засвоїть. Рано чи пізно.
Yeah, given the zones, there's uniform shed of emergency hatches that can perform a tactical emergency evacuation, so they'd be lighter when they have to run for their lives. Yeah, no kidding. If Generation Kill taught me anything about operating in a combat zone, is that you take opportunities to use the restroom where you can, and if there is no restroom, you make one. Quick.
Є для мене якась серйозна робота.
Ще пилюку з великою не збив, а амбіції вже хоч греблю гати. Знаємо, бачили. Якраз одного такого малька борг витрясти треба. Звуть Гришею Валяном.
Alright.
Що за валян?
Гриша в зоні недавно, а його вже знають. Шустрий засранець, ризиковий. Плани один крутіший за
If your
інший
name is
складає.
Duke Nukem, you make the bathroom better than enemy emperor. Exactly.
Думав, далеко піде.
Again.
Додумався. Валян з новою
When
Волиною.
you tell someone you're gonna rip your head off and shit down their neck, you make good on that promise.
Що за
Oh,
валян?
yeah, we already talked.
Гриша,
Ask that. Here we
І
go.
багато він тобі винен?
достатньо. Не розрахувався за недавню гулянку.
There's a
А до
reason
цього за
Duke
провіз.
Nukem is Duke Nukem.
І демонстративно не чухається з цього приводу. Знає, що я сцен влаштовувати не буду. Так що навіть не в сумі діло. Малька провчити треба, що в зоні так діла не роблять. Раніше зрозуміє, довше проживе. Можливо.
Alright. Alright. Why
Добре.
not?
Це підходить.
Останній раз я його бачив пару годин тому. Він поспіхом кудись на північ тупав, до водонапірної вежі. Стривай, ось іще. Мені його кров не потрібна. Достатньо пацана налякати, щоб гроші вибити.
Can do.
20% твої.
Alright. Gonna need some better equipment though. You trade?
Я, коли цей бар організовував, не думав, що так багацько народу буде. Довів таки Сидор людей на кордоні. Спершу тільки ми з батою тут чарочку випивали. А тепер подивись на. Вільний бар для вільних сталкерів. Якщо ще варта перестане на мозок крапати, взагалі добре буде. Ну, може за це і вип'ємо?
Cheers. Alright, let's trade.
Чим багаті, тим і раді.
Will you take guns? He will. Awesome. Alright. Alright, so he's got infinite cash here. Not a lot of supplies, but he does have food, and especially vodka. Grab a couple bottles of that. Water, huh? Alright. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that'll do. Alright.
Заходь, якщо що.
Yeah, seriously, infinite money. Also a big deal. As I recall right, traders did... Actually, I think the barman and Sidorovich did have traders. Or did have traders. Did have infinite money, or effectively infinite money, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, this was a thing that helped the game stand out, is that there was actually some good pacing to it. There'd be some downtime where you could explore neutral and friendly zones, and talk to people, get a sense of the lay of the land, do missions and such. It wasn't a full-on RPG in the sense that there was a lot of faction politics or complicated decisions that had to be made, but you got the chance to get to know the people as a collective. Get to know the get to know people in the zone and like spend time not shooting things and just soak in the atmosphere. It was very strong in that sense. Anyway, let's see if anybody else has anything important to say here. No? How about you, buddy?
Привіт.
Є все ж у людині це дурнувате прагнення до порядку. Щоб жоден хрін не казав тобі, що правильно, а що ні. Куди лізти, а куди не варто.
Yeah, why do we need rules, man? I can test my own food for botulism.
Піду і здохну, і ніхто мені не указ.
Don't worry.
Бувай.
I think you'll get that rich one day, probably sooner than you think. Oh, what's this? Note to Warlock. Eating tinned meat with a knife is a very Slavic thing. Yeah, that's fair. I could totally see that. I mean, why bring a fork if you don't have to? I've chosen not to speak openly about this, but hear me out. I've had enough. Bring this up in public one more time, and we'll have a different kind of conversation. We stand by our own, always have, always will. I hope that got through to you, the gaffer. Alright. Oh, where's the door here? Here it is.
Чуєш, новенький? Розмова є.
Alright.
Ну, таке, на трічку.
What's a good word, my man?
Значить, розклад такий. Готовий з тобою поділитися сталкерською мудрістю. Тут і зараз. На халяву.
I don't know, I was through a tutorial already. It didn't go too well. But, alright, what's the catch?
Можливо. А в чому підступ?
Нічого стрьомного тут нема. Я заборгував баті, от і відпрацьовував. Допомагав новачкам порадою. Сьогодні мій останній день, тож вважай, що ти виграв у лотерею.
І що ж я виграв?
Хто на великій для тебе двоє найважливіших людей? Правильно, мамця з татком. А в зоні? Технік і торговець.
Alright.
І любити вони тебе будуть, тільки якщо ти сходки принесеш хабар чи купони. Зрозумів?
I'm with you.
А чим технік займається? Бо торговець торгує, якщо я все правильно зрозумів.
У зоні найкращий спосіб зрозуміти, як щось працює, це перевірити на ділі. Ворога кулею, аномалію болтом.
It's his last day, Carl, before he gets redshirted. Oh, yeah.
Тримай координати місцевого техніка лінзи і торговця.
Oh, man, don't show me photos of the girl you're gonna marry when you get out of here, dude. That's not gonna end well.
Прикупишся, як маєш купони. А як нема, попроси у Мольфара роботу. У нього завжди щось знайдеться. І ще дещо. Якщо з кимось з угрупувань влізеш у бійку, іди до їхнього головного. У зоні конфлікти справа звична. Рішення завжди знайдеться. Поганий мир кращий за добру стрілянину, шариш? Коротше, як поговориш з місцевими, іди на всі 4 боки, ага? Головне, до мене не чіпляйся, бо більше тобі тут на дурняк ніхто не допоможе. Я вже точно.
Alright. Well, don't let any black cats cross your path,
Усе,
man. And
баста. Відпрацював свій борг перед батою. Звалю на болото.
oh god, he's going to a place called the Swamps. Yeah. Nice knowing you, buddy. Poor bastard. Alright. So we actually got quite a few quests now. Let's take a look around. Alright. So the Deader is up north. Got quite a bit going on around town. Let's talk to Hamster. Choose the responsibility to redshirt himself elsewhere. Exactly, yeah. Die somewhere where your body can be easily looted. If that's an option.
Файно
That's
сходив.
just being courteous.
Аж 3 артефакта. Хом'як з руками відірвав. Можна хоч зараз вертатися.
Ну так чого сидиш?
You look familiar. Excuse me,
Так
sir. Is
дійсно
your
не
last name
знаю.
Freeman?
Нібито й треба, а нібито. Там навіть заходу сонця не
I don't
видно,
know.
розумієш?
I'm watching you, buddy.
Усе в бетонних коробках.
Брате.
Let me show you a photo of the
вночі
girl when I get
навпаки,
home, or
все
my wife will
вогняне.
kill me if anything bad happens
Голову
to me.
підняв,
Yeah.
жодної зірочки. А тут
Either doesn't spell well.
Цілий
Either
розсип.
doesn't
Хоч у жменю
bode well.
збирай.
Either that, or they've got a
Все?
daughter on the way.
І мала тебе.
Specifically a daughter.
Ні, це велика нарешті
Alright, so
відпустила.
those dudes aren't part of the quest. They're just letting us know the tech is here. Hang on a second. What building are they in? Okay, Okay, that's the gaffer's house. Okay, so we need the, Oh, okay, that's the door. It's not always obvious which doors are meant to be interacted with, which is partly... in a sense, I kind of appreciate that, but does cause issues, because it makes things feel more part of the world, feels like a unified design aesthetic, but also means you gotta pay more attention, and I'm historically pretty bad at that. Anyway, you are Lens.
Новенький? Ну, проходь, будь як удома. Але не забувай, що ти в гостях. Якщо треба щось справити, це до
Okay,
мене.
so this is how we repair gear.
Якщо потрібно трохи лапши на вуха повісити, це до Миколаїча або до баті. У нас тут лапша на будь-який смак. Тільки вуха підставляй.
This is something I
Гаразд.
remember. There
Давай
was
не
not
тягни.
a...
Що там у тебе?
There was no way to actually repair gear in Vanilla Stalker, or at least not in the first game. That was added in via dialogue in later installments, and it was one of the first things that modders corrected, but it was a nasty punishment that forced you to constantly switch gear even late in the game. Anyway, let's see.
А нащо
What do you do?
техніки в зоні потрібні?
Щоб у твоєї волини ствол не відвалився в найважливіший момент. Ну, і щоб присобачити новий, якщо таки відвалиться. Покращити нову зброю, пофіксить стару. Це до нас. Ну, і з бронею теж. З дірявим броніком по зоні не полазиш. Принаймні довго.
Alright, do you know a guy named Solder?
Чув про припоя.
Ще б пак. Та він зараз засів, гадки не маю. Але історій про нього ходило чимало. Технік він чудовий, але більш
Alright, so that's why he was
людини
interested in our
варті не
scanner as a
знайти.
technician.
Якщо вже його шукаєш, попитай у барі. Але я б з ним справ не мав. Шмальне у спину і ще рахунок за маслину випише.
I see, alright.
Сферу бачив? Знаєш, що ця штука робить? Мапи зони малює. От би
Сфера,
подивитися, як воно там усередині. Які там аномалії. Ось де диво справжнє.
Я можу тобі чимось допомогти?
Це ти вдало зайшов. Можеш. Є група дигерів. Тягають мені всяке корисне, а тут зникли з радарів. Якось мені тривожно.
You need me to loot their bodies, huh?
Що ще за дігери?
Сталкери до зони з артефактами йдуть, а дигери за усіляким хламом. Обладнання шукають, електроніку
Oh, so
стару.
they're the guys you send
Ті
to
ж
loot
КПК
bodies.
убитих
Gotcha.
сталкерів. По ним сховок можна знайти. Там також хламу вистачає. Штовхають свої знахідки потім на великій, чи прямо в зоні. Мені, наприклад, запасні деталі завжди згодяться. От я з цими хлопцями й працюю.
Що ще за
It's a little bit sticky here. You notice that it doesn't... Basically, if I double tap down here, it only goes once if I do it too quickly. So the interface is a little bit sticky there.
Що могло з ними статися?
Наскільки мені відомо, вони вишукували сховки з КПК вбитих сталкерів. А там, сам розумієш, місця небезпечні, пастки, та й господар сховку міг спокійно нагрянути.
Alright, fair enough.
Добре. Звідки почати пошук?
Might as well.
У мене є координати їх останньої вилазки. Казав же, ні за чим в той тунель пхатися. Добром це не скінчиться. Їх було 4. Макс Субота, Бедлам,
Max Saturday. Now, there's
Вася
a
Панк
name.
і Мастиф, лідер групи.
Alright. Well, thanks, Lens. Be sure to get that done. What do we got here? Uncle Leonia. Alright. Isn't it ridiculous that we're writing to each other when we live right next door? Like some fucking lovebirds or something. Look, I know you feel guilty about my condition. That's why you never visit me here. But I chose to go into that lab on my own. It was my decision, you get it? You were just being a good guy, doing your job. Stop blaming yourself. You should be proud you got me out of there, you old coot. Anyway, drop by sometime. Let's catch up like we used to. It's lonely as hell here. At least tell me what's happening on the other side of the fence. Alright. Actually, did that dude have a trading window?
Полагодити ж.
Ah, here we go. Upgrade.
Викладай, покумекаємо.
Now, this was something formalized in Call of Pripyat, where you could actually upgrade your firearms and get them not only to last longer, but perform better. Not worth much in, starting gear, but if you're swimming in money, it's not a bad place to put it.
Давай, побачимось.
It's often better to just save that for a really good gun you found, or a reasonably good set of... Uh-oh. Blowout, indoors.
Так, це небезпечно. Але ж я готовий добре заплатити.
Ще б пак. Ні, мужик, шукай собі іншого дурня, що на видиму смерть піде.
Okay, what's going on here?
Вітаю у наших краях. Є одна справа. Але
Also, I
одразу
appreciate that we
попереджаю,
have debris
доведеться
flying in through
йти
the
на
side of the
макове
building.
поле.
Brother, that is a blowout out there. You are going into danger. Death awaits outside. Okay, maybe it's not a blowout. Maybe I'm missing something.
Що ще за поле таке?
Одне з чудес зони. Багатьох притягує, та мало кого відпускає. Тільки заходиш,
Something tells me that's not going to be hyperbole. We'll probably take a stamina hit when we get in there.
очі злипаються.
That was a good use
Раніше ж
of
до
artifacts.
Та
Basically, if you
надхутір
found one that gave you stamina, you could,
Та й є, мабуть.
you could run longer, and if you got enough of them, you could
Тільки
basically
хто
run
тепер
indefinitely.
жити у ньому погодиться? Хм, хіба що псих якийсь.
Alright, why not? Let's do it.
Яка там у тебе справа?
I got that. Give me all
Ми
your
з батьками, коли
errands and side jobs.
евакуювалися після
Look on my
аварії
face, apparently.
86-го, залишили сімейну ікону у погребі.
This dude goes back to the
Мати про
day
неї
of the
аж до
accident.
самої смерті згадувала. Хочу повернути. Хоч щось у пам'ять про родину збережеться. Принесеш ікону, заплачу як за коштовний артефакт. Сам не зміг дістати.
Alright, sounds good.
Можеш дати координати погреба?
Вибач, сталкере, тут нічим не зараджу. Знаю точно, що погріб десь на Маковому. А ось де саме,
I gotcha. Alright, I'll find
Буде
it.
тобі ікона.
дуже зарадиш. Тільки захопи
Okay,
побільше
yeah, this is absolutely
енергетиків.
gonna be a thing.
Макове
Gotta
поле
pound some
ніби
monster
невелике,
energy.
але загубитися на ньому легше,
Just like it
ніж
through Obscure.
здається.
So, important detail that I just remembered. The meltdown occurred in 1986, but the zone didn't explode like this until 1989. Or actually, later on in the canon. It might have actually been 1998. But yeah, that was separate from the meltdown. Although, in plot terms, there is a connection in the sense that this place was abandoned but not empty. Yeah, the zone is... Yeah, exactly. Basically, the forces that caused the zone are unrelated to the forces that caused the meltdown. Except in the sense that they happened here. Anything in here? No. Oh, nice. This might be, yeah, we can space, we can rest. Noise. Guitar, huh? Can we play this? It's not in my inventory. Am I high? Or is it not there? Huh. Alright. Fascinating. Mysteries upon mysteries. Excuse me, sir.
Найкращий товар за найнижчою ціною. Буквально від себе відриваю. Кого хоч спитай.
Sidor might be
Я не
Sidorovich.
Сидор,
That might be a
новачків не
shorthand.
ображу. А
The
якщо
first trader
когось
you
щось
interacted with in the first
зламалося,
game.
так це тому, що обережно треба з речами поводитися. Шмот же не залізний.
Yeah.
Ну,
That,
окрім того, який реально залізний. Хм-хм.
Давай, викладай, що там?
Yeah, again, without spoilering everything that happens in Shadow of Chernobyl, the zone was chosen for things that led to the eruption of the anomalies because it was abandoned in the aftermath of the meltdown, but the two events are unrelated. And the two events are not directly related. Anyway, do you know a guy named S.T.A.L.K.E.R?
Чув щонебудь про припоя?
От якби хто інший запитав,
Yeah,
а не ти,
life
я
outside
з
the
нього
zone
3
basically
шкури
carries
здеру.
on as normal.
А тобі за так скажу. По дружбі. Прізвисько у твого другана, як у техніка. А отже він, швидше за все, технік і є.
Alright, yeah, we got that from your buddy.
Батя то каже, що самого стрільця знає. Тільки мовчить, як партизан.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R, now there's a name.
Так, того самого стрільця, що
That
за
would be the
центром зони
protagonist
ходив,
of the first
і
game.
кіпішу там навів такого, що досі згадуємо. А знаєш, я якби таку людину знав, мабуть, теж мовчав.
Drink time, don't mind if I do.
Від
Hey,
гріха
Pecco.
подалі.
Good to see ya.
Ну, погляньмо, що там у тебе.
Alright, let's offload some stuff. Alright, this guy will take broken weapons. No, he won't. Damn. Alright, looks like I'll have to fix it up first. Alright, what do we got here? Oh! We do not have nearly enough. Shit. Alright. Now we're just gonna have to come back with things of value. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is one of the few not names that don't get translated. Yeah, that's, that is something I do remember. It's pronounced the same in all languages, basically. Or in all, localizations of the game. Alright, so I thought this was gonna be a blowout, because it looks like shit out here. But it might be that this is just bad weather. Anyway, while we're in town, Seals has the gaffer about solder. That's Captain Zatov. Alright, well, let's go talk to the gaffer. I mean shooter, but in the sense of rifleman or gunslinger. Hey, yeah, I didn't know it had a meaning. It's kind of an interesting character, actually. Hey, we got a Raiders! Nice! Hey, Froze Nerd! Welcome, friends, one and all, to the zone. Yeah, the... Yeah, the... It was around here somewhere. Yeah, anyway, we'll talk to the gaffer first. But yeah, how's it going, Froze Nerd? Hang on a second, let me, do a shout out here. Good to have you here. What are you playing tonight?
Сідай, не крутися.
Oop.
Подумати треба.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, damn. That ominous red light beneath it. Okay, so this is going to be something significant. It's right over that tower in there. Also, I really do appreciate just how bad it looks like the weather is getting without being a full-on blowout. There was weather effects in the original game. But this looks good. Like, this looks really nice. I mean, you know, it is concerning, but in the same sense a really bad storm might be. Marker for the town. Quite possibly. Finished Half-Life and played a little Deadlock. Yeah, get out of here, stalker. Oh, man, but we just got here.
Сам же чув.
Yeah, finished Half-Life? Nice, well done.
Які люди. Вибач,
Hey, Richter, long time no see.
Залісся добереться, я б тебе до іншого місця відправив.
Я навіть знаю, до якого. Що хотів?
Yeah, I need to ask about
Я
S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
шукаю одну людину. Припоя.
Знаю такого. І де його шукати знаю. Але мені теж потрібна допомога. Допоможи мені знайти косого, і я розповім про припоя.
Ти ще й свіжака сюди вплутати вирішив.
Okay,
Нам
he's
просто
on your
потрібно,
left,
щоб хтось
Gaffer.
злазив на ту вежу. Халявна справа. Я би сам...
Maybe he was just checking the date. You know,
Щоб тебе там хапнули.
had to make sure
А
something's
я
going on in
потім
the calendar.
пояснював, чому у мене в Заліссі іскрівець вештається. Ні, сиди і не рипайся. Сталкере, аеростат у центрі Залісся.
Oh, about
бачив?
that. We were just talking about that.
Треба на цю вежу залізти та з обладнанням помудрувати.
Oh, we going up to
Я
the
скажу
balloon.
техніку,
Nice.
щоб він з тобою зв'язався, коли дістанешся.
Alright. Why not? Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is to Gaffer, this is to all. So I think we're actually going to have a faction thing here where if we wanted to, we could go talk to those troopers who I believe are with the ward and work with them instead to
Гаразд.
learn about solder.
Я допоможу з
And they
цим.
probably want us to find Squint
А я з
anyway.
припоєм. На вежі все просто. Якби варта там не крутилась, я б давно все зробив. Тільки коли знайдеш косого, ти там обережніше. Він і раніше не сильно спокійний був, а тепер
Of
взагалі
course.
берега пустився. Але він усе ж моя людина, яку б хрінь не скоїв. Допоможи йому вибратись, якщо вийде. А якщо не вийде, то принеси сенсори, які він украв. Не можна, щоб варта їх отримала. Нам цю кашу ще якось розгребти треба.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, well, while we're here... Oh, damn it. Okay, we're switching this so I've got food in the... Basically, your hotkeys. One is a quick use, one is a push and one is a hold. And I keep... I basically keep drinking vodka when I mean to eat something. Which, you know, drinking is also essential in the zone. But food is a little more urgent. Very Slavic. It's like music to my ears compared to the average US voice game. Yeah, you're definitely getting some authenticity. And I wouldn't say the English voice acting was bad. It's just you could definitely tell they were grabbing whoever they could, whoever they happened to have available, and they were very, very British. But yeah, so far Stalker 2 is going good. They've gotten the atmosphere down right. They're doing the things a Stalker game should do. They started with an intriguing narrative, which does have kind of a Fallout New Vegas thing. Basically, some strange crime man stole your scientific doohickey and left you for dead, but didn't kill you. Go find the crime man. So anyway, is this... Okay, so the ward was in here. They are in here, actually. You know what? We might as well talk to this guy and see what he wants us to do. Maybe these aren't mutually exclusive. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. You do get a lot of voice acting that has that sounds like it's British or going for that kind of an accent, but not necessarily with British actors. Anyway, excuse me, sir.
Сподіваюся, ти по ділу?
Мені сказали, ти можеш допомогти з припоєм.
Спершу тобі треба допомогти мені, сталкере.
It
Сам
depends on the
знаєш, із
game.
чим.
Косий?
Саме він.
Let's see. Did Squint really kill your men?
Ти дійсно віриш, що це Косий вбив твоїх людей?
Це питання порядку, сталкер. Не віри. Якщо вільні вирішать, що можуть
Like, I think it comes
безкарно
down to
вбивати
the
моїх
VA
людей,
direction.
настане хаос. Ми обов'язково знайдемо і
Like, one thing
покараємо
like, I was
справжнього
really
вбивцю.
impressed with the VA direction for
зараз
Wasteland 3. There, it felt
Для
like
порядку
everything was
вистачить і мародера, який привласнив те, що
carefully
належить вам.
directed, and the characters, the actors had an understanding of the characters and what they were doing. Alright. So I don't want to... Huh. Okay, apparently I can't exit out of this conversation.
І що я можу зробити?
Косий мерзота. Але для всіх місцевих він перш за все сталкер. І місцевість довкола
Alright, so I think
нової
I kind of
не
have
знає.
to talk to both these guys and then
Можливо,
decide
такий
for myself
сталкер,
what to
як
do.
ти, знайде його швидше за нас.
А звідки мені знати, що ти не кинеш мене?
Ми тобі не торгаші чи бандити. Варта слово тримає. Я в курсі, що вільні нас називають по-різному, але кидалами ніколи. Мені потрібні сенсори, які Косий познімав з тіл моїх людей. Але якщо водночас і самим Косим щось трапиться, я не сумуватиму.
Alright, so all
А
roads
звідки мені
converge on
знати,
this
що ти не
Squint
кинеш
guy?
мене?
Виходить,
Who
на
apparently
ваш
was the first to loot the site
Ну,
where we
хоч
were
у когось
attacked and might
намалюють
know
голова
something
на
about what
плечах.
happened.
Умови прості. Я тобі кажу, що знаю.
А ти наших хлопців
Oh,
не
hey, it's the guy that was in
пресуєш.
that letter.
Домовилися.
Or the guy writing the letter.
Кажи, а там вирішимо.
Я попитав своїх. Думаю, він неподалік, на складі. Якщо ти відправиш загін, то...
Загін він одразу помітить. Краще наш друг туди прогуляється. А щодо того питання, сталкере, я спробую дізнатися.
Мені здається, що краще відправити твоїх людей, капітане. Вони
I
значно
noticed this guy is wearing a long
досвідченіші,
coat,
і
which is
зрештою,
usually associated with a bandit leader.
Ти, дядько Льоню, не нервуйся, присядь. Посидимо разом, почекаємо нового
Again,
з
people
місця,
tend to
куди
dress
ти моїх
by
людей
faction
так
here.
сильно хочеш відправити. Сталкере, ти наказ чув. Удалого полювання.
Alright. Well, let's see if we can at least get up that blimp. Oh, what's this? Oh, barbed wire. Ah, shit, I'm bleeding. Oh, damn it. Let's see. Alright, damn, I can't climb that. Alright, no, I think I gotta go through the building or around it in some way. Honestly, I think that's just a difficult thing for games to get right in general. Because it's kind of a thing where it's very tempting to just throw a voice actor at a script and let them sort it out. But good actors can be reduced to mediocre or even bad performances with bad direction. Like the most infamous example in my understanding would be Steven Russell, famously known as Garrett from the Thief series. Absolutely can deliver a very good performance, but he was basically a stick for playing Corvo in Dishonored 2. And that was a case where the actor plainly did not have greater context for the lines they were reading, were just kind of left to themselves, and thus he didn't really emote or give any sense of character development. And, you know, it wasn't really a game that hinged on character. But it was absolutely a case where the character should have had feelings that the line delivery did not. Alright. Now, is this going to be technical? Probably not.
Наче пішло щось. Так, зараз дамо трохи більше на підсилювач. Ух, ёб, твою ж мать!
Антена горить.
А то
What?
я не знаю. Викид, щоб його знову всі котушки міняти. Гаразд, тихо, дай подумати. Так, поряд ще одна антена є. Древня, як гівно мамонта. Але коли востаннє просив перевіряти, наче працювала. А цю тепер тиждень лагодити не менше. Тупай туди, координати скинув.
Alright, we gotta go to another antenna. As long as we're here, we might as well see what's up. Wonder if this goes all the way up to the Zeppelin. Yeah, it's probably some kind of relay. What the fuck? The fuck? Are you kidding me? Okay, load faster. We got a big killer rat up here. Corvo was indeed mute. Like, it was implied that he was speaking to characters in dialogue and such, but he was not voiced. Yeah, we have rodents of unusual size. Fantastic. Alright, what do we got here? Alright. Comms tower in Zalissya. Start with this tower like we agreed. I didn't climb the balloon, so you better not. Catch up the second mark. Want to scout these heights in a month. Hurry up, it's freaking scary out here. Not gonna wait. Yeah, I think that Zeppelin is acting as essentially a way to boost the antenna signal, or a communications doohickey or something. It has something to do with the function of this tower, which is actually kind of clever. Now, if I recall right, I'm going to save before I do this. I think space lets you, like, slide down a ladder, but it also might have you jump off the ladder, so we're going to carefully do this. Oh, that's great. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Yeah, to get an antenna higher. That's actually clever. Alright, down we go. I'll have to double check the tutorial stuff when I do the editing. Anyway, we're past midnight. We'll go for another 10 minutes. We'll do some more quest-related stuff.
Сталкери, негайно залиште об'єкт. Радіовежа під охороною варти. Доступ до неї заборонений.
I know.
Відставити, лейтенанте. Хай іде. Я в курсі.
Oh, hey, alright. It's alright, we're cool. Definitely wasn't meddling with your stuff or anything. I'm definitely not the reason that thing caught fire.
Значить, скоро дощ. Або викид.
Yeah, I do want to check that out. I know it's basically another run and hide from the monsters scary game, which there are many, many examples in that genre, and most of them are very copy and paste, let's say. Some interesting elements to them, but formulaic. But I have heard some things about it that intrigue me, that I do kind of want to see. Because I do enjoy the worlds those games create, even if the games are not necessarily all that enjoyable, or even have that much to do in terms of gameplay. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll go solve the Warlock quest and see what's going on with there, and then we'll call it a night. Yeah, the one redeeming thing about still wake to date. Following a linear path with nothing getting in your way. That's the other thing. There are interesting things you can still do, even in a game where your only means of your only gameplay is to avoid being caught by the monsters. I mean, that's basically what Outlast did, and that game those games actually managed to be incredibly memorable, mostly by the context and the horrific things that happen to you. They have issues, to be sure, but they are more interesting than the gameplay conceit. Okay, that freaked me out for a second. That was just trash blowing in the wind. Yeah, there are ways to make that concept interesting, but it takes a lot of effort. Okay, is there something in here? Trash jump scare. Exactly, yeah. That's how tense I'm feeling right now. Hey, Orange, good to see you. But yeah, one thing Outlast did that was very clever is that it made people unpredictable to interact with. Like, you had a couple standard pursuer enemies that you always had to run away from, but it leveraged the fact that you were in an insane asylum and made the other prisoners unpredictable. Some of them did pursue you and attack you. Some of them were hostile but not aggressive. They don't only strike you if you get close. Some would follow you, like as a point of curiosity, but not necessarily interact with you. I remember I had one guy, like, kind of patrolling an area with a pipe, and I hid in a locker to avoid him because I thought he was hostile. He pulled me out of the locker, smacked me, and then just wandered off. And it left me wondering if he was going, like, is this prelude to another attack? Was this intentional? Was the game bugging out? Okay, we've got a situation here. Hold on a second. What's going on here?
Алло, вільний. Давай, зроби собі послугу. Допоможи добрим людям. Там в домі засів сраний любитель халяви на ім'я Гріша Валян. Висить мені купу бабла. Тільки замість купонів він мені волиною в рожу тикає. Попазарь з ним по душах. Може попуститься, шепне на вушко, де схрон. Шариш?
He's not pulling technical details needed to make them work and very janky and clippy. Okay, yeah. If it's just flat, if the monster models are just flat, not respecting the terrain, that's a problem. That can definitely eat into the atmosphere. Okay, so this is interesting. So someone else... So this guy we're after, Lummox, owes both the bartender, Warlock, and this group of people, apparently. So we might have a decision to make here. Yeah, Valak Lummox owes many people.
Не одному тобі Валян винен. Я прийшов повернути борг.
А чого ти вирішив, що мені не похер, а, дядя? Розберешся з моєю проблемою.
Something tells me this guy's gonna want his cut first, and probably most of it. Anyway, how's it going tonight, Orange? You were playing more Elden Ring, right? Okay, so we can threaten him, or we can go along with this. You know what? We'll play nice for now, we'll talk to this guy Lummox, and we'll see what we can do.
Зрозумів я все. Не нервуй.
Умнічка! У двері не сунься, а то Валян тобі
DLC.
в першу чергу
Nice,
башку
nice.
знесе. Зі сторони вежі є пролом в стіні. Крізь нього і побалакайте.
Trying to remember. That was Shadow of the Eldtree?
Чого завжди я?
Бо я так
Exercise
сказав.
stuff. No problem.
Коротше, вільний, щоб
Do what you gotta do, friendo.
кіпішу. Не бісіть мене.
Okay, I'm not really liking these guys here. What the hell? Erdtree, okay. Alright. I note that this guy is watching me very carefully. This is concerning. Yeah, they try to make them move based on physics, basically by pulling themselves in various directions with their tentacles, but the main body just handles collisions very loosely. Oh boy, yeah. That is something you have to do very carefully, and your average run and hide from the monster game probably isn't putting that much effort into its physics engine to make that work. Oh! Okay, something tells me that is a no-go zone. Call it a hunch. I never did. I read excerpts from it. Like, this was back when... Oh, okay, that's locked. Back when S.T.A.L.K.E.R was taking off in popularity, and I think I don't know exactly when the book got a proper translation. But interest in the book obviously jumped up with the interest in the game. And it is something I wanted to go through at some point, but I have read some excerpts. Yeah. Like... Oh boy. Like, if I recall right, the movie S.T.A.L.K.E.R was actually based on the Mayak incident, and was in production before Chernobyl was a thing. Okay, does this open? Careful. Alright, I think if I move carefully and quickly... Hey, supplies! Damn. Alright. Okay, maybe that guy was a hint about where to go, because it doesn't appear to be a way into the building. I don't know, he's pointing his rifle at me? Oh, okay, I have to go over here. Alright. Easy, buddy, let's talk.
Спокійно. Я хочу поговорити.
Мужик, ти нормальний? Мені якось не до цього, бляха. На секунду розслаблюся. Ці гопники мене завалять. Ти їм передай, одного я точно з собою заберу.
Only one? Come on, man. Let's see some optimism here. Yeah, Warlock sent me.
Ти завинив Мольфару.
Приколюєшся? Ну ставай в чергу,
79,
якщо
that's it. Thanks.
Хоча вбити мене двічі в тебе все одно не вийде. Гаразд. Хочеш повернути борг? Слухай. Схрон на водонапірці. Тобі на саму гору. Там, коротше,
Statue of the
зрозумієш,
water
що
tower at
робити.
the very top.
Сподіваюся.
Опача! Заспівала пташка. Висоти не боїшся, вільний? Хотя! Мені насрать. Лізь на вежу за ничкою. Бира!
Alright. Well, we all have an interest in the loot, and something tells me, you motherfucker. Of course there was going to be a catch. Alright. Alright, looks like we're clear there. Easy does it, easy does it. Chernobyl was interesting. It was obviously a case where some things had to be truncated to fit in the confines of their show. If I recall right, some historical characters were essentially... aspects of them were combined into singular characters, and they obviously took liberties in that sense. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I mean, again, it was a... Ooh. Oh. Yeah, just a minute. I'm admiring the loot here. Okay, you know what? I get the feeling we're going to need...
Сталкере, не тупи! Торч нас не відпустить! А у тебе огляд хороший! Мочи їх!
Okay. Take out bandits, optional. You know what? I don't think it's a very optional goal. I think it is, in fact, preferable. Although, damn it, I can't see shit up here. Problem with everything being... Problem is, we're at night. Alright, hold on a second. I'm gonna save again. Okay, 5, there we go. Alright, so we can hold breath to reduce sway. Alright, so I see one guy there. Alright, that's 2, that's 3. I think we can do this. Here, hang on a second. Follow the lights. Alright, he's down. The good news is they gotta get through the anomaly field to get to me, so their accuracy is gonna be poor. Alright, he's down. Got him. Bro, your gun is awesome. Can I keep it? Huh, our jacket actually got wet from the rain. It's a nice touch. Again, some great attention to detail in this game. You definitely see where that technology money is going. Alright. Let's save again. So far, anomalies have been the biggest threat to my well-being in this game. Alright. Loot containers, where you at? Yevgesha Cologne, huh? You might say it's a name that doesn't pass the smell test. Ha ha! Ooh, hey! Oh, this guy actually has a rifle. Nice. I'll take that. What did you drop? Just a submachine gun. Alright, I'll take that. Okay, with a guy named Pickpocketer, you're kinda pigeonholing yourself in terms of job here. Also, that's not a very intimidating name.
От вляпався.
Like, at least say Mugger or
Доведеться
something.
або всім борги
Give me a name that shows some
віддавати, або з
ambition.
малої валити.
Alright.
Сталкере, дякую. Я тепер твій боржник.
Alright. So yeah, what's that all about?
Що тут взагалі сталося?
Цей торч псих кончений. Я йому борг повернув, розумієш? Трохи спізнився, але ж віддав. А він зі своєю шпаною пресувати мене почав. Типу, кожен день затримки борг подвоюється. Наче ці дебіли вміють рахувати. Ну, я вирішив, що простіше
So we
їх
got
буде
thugs
з
that
лехів
can't
перестріляти.
count to 3. No
Якраз
wonder one of them
новенький
was
приціл
named
випробувати.
named
Просто
Valve.
трохи
Husha!
не встиг. От і все.
Not gonna lie, your rifle is very well suited to the task. But yeah, it seems like you don't. Seems like you owe
Схоже, ти
everybody.
половині зони винен.
Та це не те, що ти подумав. У мене план був, якщо що. Просто не вистачило ресурсів. Я би півроку
Yeah,
з
seriously,
дрібними
you can see the
дорученнями
rain
для
soaking
хомяка
into his
та
hat.
баки
It's
ганяв,
on a skin.
щоб на нормальний
Again.
ствол і детектор нашкребти. Довго це.
This is a case where they're honestly
Хотілося
putting
одразу
the
на
texture
серйозну
work to
справу,
good effect here.
розумієш? А там би я все
It's a
повернув.
small detail, but it adds to the atmosphere. Anyway, yeah, I'm here mostly for Warlock.
Ти спочатку з Мольфаром розрахуйся. Мені з цього відсоток обіцяний.
А, ну, взагалі-то я збирався віддати.
The check's in the mail.
Чесно. Що, прямо зараз? Ах, так, твоя правда. Так краще буде.
Dude, now's not a
Зроблено.
time to play Raid Shadow
Купони
Legends. Just
перекинув.
hand over the cash.
І тобі, і Мольфару.
Oh, that's right. Cash is digital now. Fair enough. Yeah, we're probably doing this with cryptocurrency.
Прийом. Мені гроші від Валяна щойно впали. Передай засранцю привіт. Може, я навіть шарку йому поставлю.
I do appreciate that this is a thing you could do from the tablet.
Гаразд, сталкере. Дякую. Відбій.
Alright, well... Now that that's resolved happily, let's head back to town. And I think we'll call it a night there.
Не пруху висиджуємо.
Howdy, fellas.
Послухайте краще.
Hey, Warlock, did your dirty work.
Налити чогось?
Роботу шукаю.
Oh, shit.
Запропонувати щось можеш?
Ще питання.
Okay, I thought that was turning the mission
Думав,
in,
уже
but I
саме
think he
полетів.
might have actually already,
Ось, вибирай.
like, resolved the mission and paid me. Alright, okay, so this is, these are repeatable jobs we can take to get some money for various things, alright? We'll leave that for another time.
Не хо...
Ну і
Alright. So yeah, I guess that automatically... Interesting.
Про Косого що-небудь знаєш?
та небагато насправді. Він хіба що один раз зазирнув ще до всієї цієї каламуті. Випив трохи, потім провідника питав. Ну, я його до дядька Льоні і відправив.
Cool. Alright.
Заходь, якщо що.
Yeah, so I think that did resolve it. So, yeah, it must have, because I've actually got some money now. Sweet! Cool. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's drop a save here, and we will call it a night. Beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with this. It is exactly what I would have wanted from... pretty much what I would have wanted from a Stalker sequel, but didn't expect given the history of GSC Game World and the long road from when it was first announced in 2011, I think. God, it's been in production for a long time, so God only knows how many revisions and engines it's gone through, how many times they've had to basically start from scratch, but they managed to come up with a good game here that successfully recaptures the feel of the originals with not quite as much jank. There's definitely been some, but not as much as I was expecting, so I'm very pleased with what I see so far, and I'm very much eager to get back to this. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night. No stream tomorrow night. We'll be back to the Sunday Spotlight stuff next week, and we will be back to Stalker 2 next Saturday. So have a good night, and see you next time.